Coming to you from the test kitchen, aka our kitchen of merchandise. Because if you watched our last video, the ganachery on Merchandise Monday, you know we had a s'mores there. Well, my wife Michelle here said, I can do those. I can make those s'mores. And I said, okay, let's see you make a s'more. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to make handmade old-fashioned s'mores, and they're going to be available to you guys. So come along.
In a very special way.
And let's see how to make an old-fashioned s'mores. So here are two of the ingredients that we will be making our s'mores with. Our graham crackers, of course. And these are Michelle's homemade marshmallows. I will have to say, this might be one of the best marshmallows I've ever eaten in my life. Michelle made these previous. And this is how we start all of our chocolate process. With the calettes right there. And we will show you in a little bit what kind of chocolate we use.
That much. First.
About that much? Okay. I think this is going to be like the glue for the s'mores. And you can tell it's already melting in there. So here Michelle is prepping the chocolate, tempering it as well. Michelle actually had to put some more of the chocolate in because the chocolate was a little too warm. It's got to be just the right temperature to temper properly. So that's what she is doing now. She has her heat gun to make sure the temperature. What is the temperature that's got to be to temper properly?
Well, if you get it over 90 degrees, you run the risk that it's going to break. They say you can go up to as high as 100. If it goes higher than that, then you have to do what they say they call reseeding.
Okay.
So you just take some of the already tempered chocolate, which in this case is, I think it's pronounced Calais. They're little like drops.
Okay.
And then you just put, see how they're melting in the chocolate. That helps bring the temp down and plus make sure that it tempers, which basically just means it will get hard again, like a candy bar. Yeah.
That smells so good. I can smell the chocolate from here. Look at that.
This is now based on our video that we just did. If you guys didn't see that, go back to our Monday one at the ganachery at Disney Springs.
The eating of a s'more.
Yes.
As we like to say. And now we're doing the making of a s'more.
They use Valrhona chocolate there at the ganachery. Where my brand, I use Calabat. And they're both fine chocolates. They're a little bit different in taste. This one to me resembles the UK version of a Cadbury chocolate. It's a little less sweet, but it's a lot more chocolatey.
So this is what we do all our chocolates in on Merchandise.
Yes.
I
use their white chocolate. They have a semi-sweet or dark chocolate. Actually, it's dark, not semi-sweet. And then they do have a semi-sweet chocolate, but I don't use it. They have a dark, the milk, and then the white chocolate.
Okay.
But you can see how it's thickening up.
Yeah.
But it'll still stay like a ribbon. See how it still kind of pours? That's what we want. So I was telling Todd earlier, the main fight with this type of chocolate is to keep it from blooming. There's two types of blooming. There's a fat bloom and then there's a sugar bloom. Sugar means that your chocolate has gotten wet somewhere or it's stored where it's moist. That brings the sugar out and actually will crystallize on the chocolate. That will actually affect the taste.
Okay.
That's what you don't want. The fat bloom is a little less harmful. It doesn't affect the chocolate's taste. Some people say it can change the texture. I haven't found that. It just puts a little like white swirl on top of the chocolate bars. And you can tell if you keep chocolate in your car and it melts and then it re-solidifies. Sometimes it turns white. That's fat bloom. I have tried every method that there is to temper this chocolate. I've tried the microwave. I've tried over a double boiler. My easiest way that I do it, I just put a hot water straight from the tap onto it's not on the stove. The stove isn't on. That's just hot water in my pot.
Okay.
And then I'll just sit the chocolate over it. It takes about 5 minutes or so to melt. And I just keep checking the temperature. But this burner isn't hot. I don't turn the burner on. It's just hot water.
Really? Oh, okay. I thought it was
just tap water.
Just hot tap water.
Chocolate will melt at body temperature, actually, which is why when you eat it, it gives you such a smooth mouth feel because it melts inside your mouth.
Okay, I didn't know that.
If you were to eat like regular chips, that's why you have to chew them because you have to break down the bits of the chocolate so it will melt in your mouth.
Okay.
So anyway,
Makes
all I'm
sense.
doing is just stirring out the last little bits of. And it takes a while. You have to be patient.
Yeah, we said this is a very finicky beast, and chocolate, as you've seen, Michelle's been working with this for now 4 minutes, and she's still not at the temperature she wants.
Yeah, it's about 82 right now. Ideally, I've noticed that the chocolate will set around 72 degrees.
Okay.
So the closer I can get it to that before I either mold it or dip it, the quicker the chocolate will set. You'll find sometimes if you're doing dipped chocolates and you want that thin shell, you'll have to put them in the fridge for a couple minutes after you dip it. That will stop the fat bloom from happening.
Okay.
Because the longer it takes for your chocolate to set, the greater your risk that you're going to have a fat bloom. So just to,
help you out there.
Yeah.
If you guys want to
I learned the hard
try to
way,
make these.
and they won't tell you these tricks on the videos that I've seen. I had to learn by trial and error. You know what? This chocolate is very expensive, and it's not really something you want to play around with and waste. So,
yeah, trust me, we have.
Yeah, I've shed a few tears on some of this.
Okay, Michelle just revealed something to me that I find very hard to believe from a girl that used to go in the woods all the time.
Do you remember me ever eating any?
Well, no, because
I've had like a bite, so I can't say I've never had it. I knew
she said
it
she's
was
never had a s'more.
marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker.
Okay.
Did I like it? No. Like I've never ate like a whole one. They were always
okay.
really sickening sweet. But I was talking to Mom. Mom said she's never had one. Even all the times that we went hunting.
This woman lived in the woods.
She said she's never had one.
Okay, so Michelle, you made these earlier.
But yeah,
we have taste tested these.
The marshmallows that you make at home are so different. They're not even... They're not remotely close to me like a bagged marshmallow.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, there's no
This is the best s'more I've ever eaten in my life. I would actually say I like it better than the ganacheries.
Of the marshmallow changes.
Exactly.
And it becomes this soft, creamy, like...
dreamy pillow
cream.
Of goodness. And then the graham cracker and the chocolate.
They're definitely different.
Okay, Michelle's working on the chocolate back here.
This is a glue to hold all the pieces together.
There you go. How about that? So Michelle has tempered her chocolate. She is ready to begin the s'mores process right here. She's trying to get it all melted. And like we said, this is the glue, but she does something a little bit different. They're the graham crackers.
I'm going to do it this way.
I mean, you're putting chocolate on a graham cracker with marshmallow. I mean...
I know, I just want it to be thick enough.
Oh, yeah.
And plus, Semi know how much I'm putting on there. Just to make sure it's... Because you're going to have 2 layers of this. One on the top, one on the bottom.
But then... the marshmallows will come into play a little bit later. Are we going to try to let these set up and harden?
I'm gonna try.
Michelle has finished the process right here. That's the leftover chocolate, which she can reuse at a later date.
Yeah,
it will
looks
harden.
like it's tempering, because see how on the side there?
Yep.
It's already like getting harder.
Yep. So we have to let these temper and become hard. Correct.
We want them to be firm.
Okay.
Because I don't want this to smush out into the bag as they're in transport to
wherever they
they're
go
going.
to, wherever they make it
and
to.
And plus, once we get these completely made, I think the end result, we can maybe warm it in the microwave for literally like 5 seconds, 5 or 10 seconds.
Because not only that,
Just
the marshmallows will balloon up, but just to melt that chocolate. But
I wonder if I can go ahead and toast them, or should I wait until
I would wait. That's the next step. So while we wait for these to dry, I think we're going to go ahead and head out to dinner. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Travelers, we just got back from Cane's. If you want to see that video, it'll be tomorrow night. That's our traveling around Friday nights. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. We went and gave him a try. So now we are back and ready to make our s'mores for you guys. So let's get started on that process. Yeah, she loves this little tool.
I do love it.
I don't understand it, but she does because she's a chocolatier. Okay, let's get started on this s'mores process. Okay, so here we go.
All right,
we got our graham crackers set. Our marshmallows. Look how big those are.
See, I'm toasting it for you, so you won't have to worry about doing this.
There you go.
This is the first one, so I'm going to turn it off and make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, so then this goes here.
Okay.
This goes here.
Okay. We're going to let that sit a little bit to melt that chocolate because it's been flamed.
And that's an awful thick marshmallow.
Yeah, and when I hold this marshmallow up, guys, you will go, oh my gosh.
But you know what? It's worth it.
I agree. When we had these the other day, I was flabbergasted. You can get mine a little more charry there. I like it.
You keep talking about yours. Like,
Don't I get
these
one of
aren't
these?
yours.
Oh, and you can smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision right there.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a
That'll
fire.
be yours.
We got a fire.
That'll be yours.
That's mine. There we go.
I get a little zealous.
It's okay. We get our chocolate right there. We put it down. Put the next one on top. So these will come pre-assembled to them just like this, correct?
And not that dark, I promise. I gotta get the hang of it.
Ooey and gooey.
These are really big. You're gonna have so much fun eating them.
I know I'm going to have so much fun eating them. I mean, eating mine that I get to eat tonight for dessert. Since we were at the ganachery and they have a little finishing touch for their s'mores, Michelle came up with her own little finishing touch. Here we go with the final touch.
So it's either me or Cricket and me, Cricket and I. I just went on and cut out little shapes. Like I have a little bunny rabbit and put a tongue depressor behind it. So I made a bunny rabbit, I made a heart, and then I have a very special one just for Todd himself. Wait, it's this way. It's
there
a
we
right-handed
go.
one.
Look at that right there.
So you want this
That's
one, I
what
guess?
I want on mine.
All right.
Right there on top.
Okay, so I'm going to do it upside down because I'm on this side
Okay,
of you, okay?
makes sense. Makes sense.
And this is just powdered sugar.
Oh, look
see
at
if this
that.
I know it's
That
upside
is
down.
perfect. Oh, that's perfect. What are you getting? You getting the same thing?
No, I want to try the heart. I want to see if this
I didn't know it
works.
was a double cut heart. We'll let Michelle final reveal.
Yeah.
Look
see?
at that.
Look how cute that is.
Okay, so that is our homemade s'mores, just like the ganachery. And now guess what? We get to try them. It's our dessert after our dinner at Raising Cane's.
So this is a 5-second, and it's like
Yeah, it's
mushy.
good though.
So I think 5 seconds tops.
But I want you to look at the size of these suckers right here.
They're big.
So we are going to give these a try. Ready?
Yeah, see? Look how it smushes.
Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, this is going to be a mess. See what it does?
I don't care. Homemade marshmallows. The finest Belgium chocolate. Graham crackers.
It's all over my mouth.
These are fantastic, Michelle. How you made these?
The marshmallows are just so different.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, it's all over. I don't know if I can show you on film, but see how it turns like creamy?
Kind of like a marshmallow fluff.
Let me take this off. I gotta get serious.
Getting serious with our s'mores eating.
It's like, I don't know. It's just
These are
different.
shareable, but totally different.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. We will be right back because we're going to show you guys how we're going to send them to you. So this is how we are going to get these to you guys. Remember we talked about the popcorn buckets, liquidating some of our popcorn buckets. So we are going to have the novelty popcorn buckets or just the regular popcorn buckets. The novelty buckets will have 4 giant s'mores included, and the regular popcorn buckets will have 2 giant s'mores included. And these will be going live on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. These are the first 3 that we will have, and then we will continue to add as we go along. We've got a lot of popcorn buckets to go through. So travelers, I hope you enjoyed our s'mores, how we make our homemade s'mores, and how we're going to get them to you guys. Hope you're pretty excited for that. Michelle did a fantastic job. So like I said, the buckets go live on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. There will only be those 3, and then we'll pick some more stuff to put up on the site. So don't forget, munchandice.com. That's where you'll find the buckets. And until next time, travelers, like we always say, making memories one bite at a time here at Munchandice.
See you guys.